Everyone, and welcome back to the Sedona International Film Festival. I'm your host, Carol Kahn. We are coming to you live from Yavapai College in the media room. We'd like to thank Yavapai College as one of our sponsors, along with our title sponsor, Mercedes-Benz. And we're continuing our conversation with the film Jack and Lou, and I'd like to introduce you the actors of that film. Please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Natalie Shinnick, and I play Lou Ralph.
I'm Sam Jacobs, and I play Al Capone.
Awesome. So is this your, we were just talking about this being their first time in Sedona, so I was giving them directions as to make sure that they go up to the canyon. So
Yeah, we're definitely going to do that drive.
Yeah, just getting to experience the city and
Yes.
kind of feel the vibe of the creativeness mixed with the giant mountains is exciting.
There's no way that you're not going to feel that. We just had another filmmaker who said that they came here, and I don't know where they went. They went to Airport Mesa or something, and they said they just came up with their next film. So
Yeah, it is inspiring.
Yeah.
I've been interested in this landscape too for film, so it's
Yeah.
nice to be here. Yeah,
Good.
and see it.
Well, we're so glad to have you here. So let's talk about your parts in the film. You played Al Capone, and then you played the main character, Louise.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that.
It was an honor to play her. I love working with time period pieces, and I love working with a real person. She was a real human, and it's interesting because there's not a lot of footage of her or recording of her. There's a couple of photos, but it allowed me a lot of liberty to kind of play into what I think she would be like. So that was really fun working with the constraints of like a real person, but not having to mimic a voice or a way of moving. Yeah.
And what did you find unique and intriguing about her that you had to play?
She had so much power. She had so much power in that time for a woman too, and knew how to play whatever note she needed to play in order to get what she wanted. So yeah, it was really fun to play with that kind of power.
Okay, and then for you, Al Capone, which a lot of people know of and about, and was able to do a little bit more research on. So how did you draw from that?
That was something we kind of talked about a lot, is the unique, intricate ways in which you can explore a character. For example, Al Capone wrote a lot of poetry and songs while he was in Alcatraz. And so we were all kind of talking about when you're playing a real person, especially that's so captivating in just name, you know that comes with the weight of people who have played him in the past. And so the first thing was just stepping onto set and not thinking about the names who have kind of filled Capone's shoes, but instead getting to explore, just like what Natalie was talking about, what is my version of the character? What's my voice? What is the way that I'm going to find my way into a name that for many people can be so immediately captivating and bring an essence that's unique for me? And so just trying to find those different aspects of what we can find from Capone's history, whether it's just him walking from a bar to a car, sitting at a horse track, or reading a song he wrote while dealing with syphilitic insanity in Alcatraz. It was kind of fun to really get to know what some of his history that I didn't expect was.
Right. I'm thinking, and I don't know if anybody, I don't know if Ange or Ron, if you know this or not, I'm thinking Al Capone has history here in Sedona, if I'm not mistaken. I think he hid out, so I'm telling you to go up into the canyon. I didn't even realize this until you were talking. And so I think there was history where they hid up in the canyon, and and then there's also a place called Rimrock. I think he was there too, I'm not really sure. But I do know that he was here, and you just have to Google it. But
You're
now
going
I'm
to take me on a new
We're
Capone
gonna
trip.
lose Sam in the
Capone
mountains.
trip. Not only are we
See
adventuring
him
through the
again.
canyons.
I'm telling you to go up there, and all of a sudden I'm realizing, like, oh my God, I think that he was here.
Wow.
So now you're going to really have to go up there.
Small world.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for the
Yes.
sequel.
Exactly.
Do some method
Exactly.
acting.
Jay and Lou too?
Yeah, Jay and Lou too.
Lou's
Yeah,
Revenge?
I'm going to tell the producers that, hey, may get them lost. I'm so sorry if they're not going to be there for the 4 o'clock
Much
film.
better.
Yeah.
They're going to be off on some adventure. Then I think it's really ironic that you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It
very-
all ties together.
It does.
We're meant to be here.
It does,
Yeah.
absolutely. So see, this is the first kind of Sedona vibe that you're going to get, and then there's going to be more to come.
Yeah. And hopefully everyone gets the vibe of Capone out here and goes and sees the movie.
Now they're going to be like Googling it,
Yeah.
and there is a book, and I know that there is a Sedona Heritage Museum, and they have some history there. So now I'm going to have to go check it out. I can tell you for
Nice.
sure.
Yeah, there's a couple of really great books about Jack and Lou together. So that was also, speaking of books, really interesting to read because there's less on them than Al Capone, but there's a couple
Yes.
of really great ones.
Well, and I think it's very, inspiring too that you can mold a character, you know, not knowing that much about them, but making the character very real, and just like you said, powerful, and that, and you know, playing off of that. So I think it's very admirable as an actress to really explore that and to put your own sense into it.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's the joy of acting.
Yeah.
And like I said, playing a real person. It's nice.
And it creates such a cohesive environment on set, especially having someone like Natalie who is going to come so prepared and with such intention and also such warmth to everyone,
Right.
that it also makes you feel more confident and more honestly powerful in the roles that you're playing, because
Yeah.
there's that layer of trust and there's that layer of camaraderie when you're making a film and you see the amount of work that your co-stars are putting in.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, we worked with 11 directors on this
Wow.
film. So it was nice to kind of, through that beautiful experience of working with so many different approaches to the work and approaches to directing actors, directing a scene, we kind of, the cast had each other, and we got very close.
That's awesome. I was going to ask you that, like, how did you all get along and everything? So it seems like it was
Yeah.
a really good experience
Yeah,
for you.
well, we
Yeah.
were out here in Sedona all together.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was great.
I would say it was a rare experience.
Yeah.
Just, you know, you go on a lot of different sets and you never know how you're going to mesh with your fellow actors. And there was something about the way that the directors and the producers and everyone really created just this really openly, I guess I would say, binding experience where we got to know each other so well and we all got along so well that made the film itself almost more of that kind of gangster energy, because of the fact you could really feel like,
Yeah.
oh, now you've got your little clique.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And so, I mean, hats off to everyone that helped make that happen.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, I think that there's a sequel in play, so producers, especially if Al Capone came up into the canyon, you need to come
Yeah,
back here
we'll
and to
film
film
it
it.
here,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So that's next year's film festival.
Yeah, we can start a whole new family out in the Sedona
Yeah,
Hills.
yeah.
Exactly.
Who
Either-
runs away.
Either that or I'm spreading rumors, but I do think that happened.
Yes.
Well, you've said it very convincingly, so I believe you.
Now it's going to be written in history. so
Exactly.
we're making it true.
All right, so the film is showing today at 4 p.m. at the Sedona Performing Arts Center. So be sure to get your tickets. You will see a wonderful team. How many of you are here? I know there's 3 over there and 2 here, so that's
And
5.
then two more.
2 more. Wow.
Yeah.
So they brought the whole team. So you
Yeah.
have to go and support the film.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, it's so nice to have you here. Thank you so much for being with us. And I know I'll be seeing you around, and I can't wait to hear a response from the audience, because we have great audiences here.
Thank
Amazing.
you. I look forward to that too.
Yeah, we really
Awesome.
thank you.
Okay.
thanks for having
And
us.
you're welcome. And we'll be back with more from the Sedona International Film Festival.